Hello, everyone. My name is Delisha Logan, and I'm the Senior Business Relations Manager for the Louisville Urban League Center for Workforce Department. If this is your first Workforce Wednesday, I just want to say welcome. Today, we do have with us Miss Renisha Stewart with SIMOS Sourcing Solutions. So she's going to tell a little bit about the company, about the organization, everything that they offer. And before we get into that, I'm going to go ahead and briefly give you all a bio on the company as well as on Miss Renisha here. So SIMOS Sourcing Solutions is a workforce management and staffing company that provides customized labor solutions for distribution, e-commerce, logistics, manufacturing, and fulfillment operations. As part of True Blue, SIMOS specializes in recruiting, on-site workforce management, process engineering, and performance based staffing programs that help businesses improve productivity, reduce cost, and scale operations efficiently. Founded in 2003 and headquartered in Georgia, CMOS partners with many Fortune 500 companies across the United States to support their operational and staffing needs. Renisha is an experienced recruiting professional with over 8 years of service within the True Blue family of brands. Currently a recruiter with SEMO Sourcing Solutions, she specializes in attracting and hiring top talent for Fortune 500 companies across a variety of industries. In addition to her recruiting expertise, Renisha is passionate about community engagement, building meaningful relationships, and connecting individuals with career opportunities that support personal and professional growth. Thank you, for Renisha, for joining us once again. We're super
Mhm.
excited to hear about everything that the company offers. I'm going to go ahead and mute, so I'll let you go ahead and get into your presentation.
Awesome. Okay. So this is SIMOS. We're actually located in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. We staff at Radial. We do staff also at Radial on Greenbelt in Louisville, Kentucky. We get those opportunities in Louisville around peak season, which is the holiday season. So that's your Q4, your October, November, December. So CMOS is a part of our we have sister companies. We have staff management, which is hourly on site, which is your manufacturing, your automotive. And we have People Scout, and we have People Ready, which is our day labor. We are part of a company called True Blue, that is our parent company. So here are our corporate values: be optimistic, be passionate, be accountable, be respectful, and be true. We want to connect people to work, but we want to be intentional about where we place candidates. We want them to be on a great career path and get them set for their goals. So CMOS is in 75 markets in the US, and we have a 97% customer retention rate, which means we love to keep our clients happy, but also provide them with workforce, but also provide candidates with available career options. We have 15 years of engineering experience, 75 plus, like I said, clients served. Um, with CMOS, um, we're, of course, in logistics, so we do a lot of the packaging and containers. Um, so, who is Radial? Radial is a leader in the omni-channel commerce technology of operations. It used to be eBay, but now it's actually going to change its name at the end of the year to PVost. So, it's our client is ever evolving. So, Radial Shepherdsville opened in 2008. Started out as GSI, but it was bought out by eBay, sold to Sterling, and bpost Boston 2017. Now they're going to be under a new merger at the end of the year. So we have our service team. Kim is our regional operations director, and I am the on-site recruiter. And also, I will be the recruiter for the general portion of Kentucky.
Here at Staff Management SMX and SIMO Solutions, we promote an atmosphere where associates can talk freely with our managers. We stand by our open door policy. If you ever have a problem, concern, or question, you should feel free to see your supervisor or manager. Meet the StaffTrack mobile app. Easily check your schedule on the go with a few clicks. From here, you can let us know you're going to be late or if you need to call off for a shift. You can even pick up extra shifts if there are any available that you qualify for. At the bottom of the schedule, you can check how many hours you have worked that week. Easily view your earnings statements each week by going into My Pay Info. Clicking the official paycheck button will take you to the Wisely website. Update the way you want to receive your paychecks anytime by filling out a payroll payment form. To view your earnings statement from the app, choose the date range of the pay period that you want to view. And click Submit to view your earnings statement. Make sure you know you're standing with your attendance points by going to the attendance points icon. This will show you your points balance and when you were given each point. Keep up to date on your location's announcements as well as news for all locations with the news board. Give feedback on your onboarding experience as well as monthly feedback through the Take a Survey icon. Get access to our benefits and perks. You can schedule your appointment with your benefits counselor right from the app to make sure you can make the best decisions for yourself and your family. These are just a few ways you can use the StaffTrack mobile app daily. Download the app today on any Apple or Android phone by scanning the QR code here. Log in by entering the same email and password you used when applying for this position.
So with this app, I actually helped create it across nationwide because, for one, we want it accessible to use for our candidates. Um, in today's market, candidates need to print off a paycheck for, of course, loans and rent and everything. So, and also like with attendance, a lot of companies are on a point system. That's, whether you're hired on with the client or with us, it's it's by a point system. Sorry, my light goes off in my office. So we use uh, we use this app. So it took about a year to create. It was great creating this and being part of something about the bigger picture. Of course, we are client based, but this is a part of the candidate experience. How can we keep our candidates? How can we pursue them to keep going on with the company that they're assigned to? So it's been very, very helpful. So we do have safety programs. We have an initiative of, like, of course, each month there's different safety topics. Um, for example, like pinching. It's in the summertime. It's hot. We want our candidates to in associates to be safe while working on the floor because sometimes warehouses are not climate controlled. Providing them water, providing them popsicles, things to keep them cool and safe, and of course, making sure they're staying cool during those adequate breaks. So staff track is it's all a part of SIMOS as well, but we do have incentives if you have perfect attendance, monthly raffles. If you just sign on the app every single day, you're automatically entered into a monthly raffle. SIMOS branded apparel. I'm probably giving out apparel about once or twice a week. So, um, this is just another way to keep retention. So each month we will choose an associate of the month based off of attitude, attendance, production. Um, an associate of the month will given a gift set, have a photo taken, and post it to our bulletin board at each site. We do also have branches, so they will also post to the branches as well, and then they can also be featured on our national social media page. And of course, we do offer benefits. It applies to all U.S. part-time, full-time employees. The benefit program is referred to as a True Blue Associate benefits. And these are additional benefits, of course, accident insurance. And we get a lot of candidates. The first thing they ask for is benefits. Of course, pay, but benefits. They want to make sure they're covered because there's a stigma with. That was the end of the slideshow. There is a stigma with contingent that we don't offer benefits when we do. So, um, but that's it for my presentation. We are currently hiring in Radial Shepherdsville for warehouse associates and forklift. Forklift, you have to be certified and have at least 6 months experience, and that pay is $17.50. You will be trained if you need additional training, but you have to already be certified and experienced in forklift. Warehouse associate is $16.50. That's entry level. 6 months is preferred, but not required. It is entry level. Right now, we're hiring for a peak summer sale, but it's not just temporary for these next few weeks. This is temp to hire. So, with a good work ethic, attitude, attendance, asking questions, always volunteering, you can get hired on.
Okay, perfect. That was extremely educational, informational. So, I definitely know a little bit more about CMOS. Thank you for that. I did have a question, and this is just for individuals that do not have like their own personal vehicles. Are you all located on the bus line or?
So there is a bus line to the entrance of the industrial park. You can walk at least maybe a half a mile to the entrance of the building. So we are located on a bus line in Shepherdsville. A lot of our associates do have family that work here, so we do encourage ride sharing. If you know that you have someone that's going to work here, reliable, we also encourage ride sharing as well.
Okay, yeah, perfect. And then so you talked about what the starting salary is, and is it just what shifts do you all have? Is it first, second, and third, or?
All three shifts. Well, first in our second shift is our third shift. So our
Hmm.
first shift is Sunday to Wednesday, 6 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And then our second shift, which is actually the third shift, is 5 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. and that's Monday through Friday.
Okay, perfect. And then just one last question. As far as like justice impacted for individuals that may have something on their background,
Yeah.
misdemeanors or felonies or things like that, do you all kind of do like an indefinite look back? Is it just 5 years? Is it case by case? How does that normally work with you all?
So it is 7 years. Um,
Okay.
7 years. It goes back 7 years. So, but if it is something recent, we could do case by case, and usually we let the client know. We get the full, I guess, facts of the case.
Okay.
If it's within the past 5 years, and then we'll forward it to the client upon approval.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Perfect. And then as far as if individuals are interested in applying, what is the website? Where would they go? Are you all on Indeed or is it just like,
We are on Indeed. We are on Indeed, Career Builder, ZipRecruiter, Facebook Jobs. So
okay,
we're monster.com. We're across, we have campaigns across all of those sites.
okay.
Um, and they'll go to apply.smjobs.com and then they'll use the job code 7935A.
7935A, like Adam.
A as in Adam, yes.
Okay, okay, perfect. And then I did have one more question that honestly escaped my brain. So, but
I get
thank
it.
you, Renisha, so much for your time. Like I said, this was very helpful. And then as of now, you all just have that one location in Shepherdsville, correct?
Correct. But in the next couple of months, we'll most likely also have Greenbelt, which
Okay.
the radio in Greenbelt is also on a bus line. I believe
Okay.
I pass it by it every morning. The bus stop is like right like the next block before you get to that radial.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, well, thank you so much again, Renisha, for your time. And those of you that are interested in applying at SIMOS, you can find them on all the platforms that she discussed, as well as on the website. So I would definitely highly suggest you all get on there and apply if you are looking for work. Sounds like a really great place to work. And I really love the app that you all, created. I was very tempted to unmute myself just to give you your kudos on that because it is like
Thank
super
you.
convenient. Even just be able to say, "Hey, I'm running a few minutes behind," or
Yes.
see how
Yeah.
many hours you worked and all that. That is like really helpful and convenient. So kudos to you and your team for
Yeah.
putting that together. But I actually did not have any more questions or anything like that. Did you have any more questions or comments?
That's it. Just encouraging everyone to apply. Don't be afraid to apply. And we want to get you started off in a career.
Yeah,
Go. Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah,
absolutely.
we're here for you.
Absolutely. And actually, I just remembered the last question that I had. It just came back to mind. As
Okay.
far as the hiring process, about how long does that take from application to onboarding?
hmm Of course. So we do it same day. Application and
Oh,
onboarding is same day. Only thing that we'll have to wait for is your background. The drug screens, of course, are in house.
hmm.
You can do the interview. We can do your application, your interview, and your onboarding within 30 minutes.
Oh,
Um,
wow. Okay.
and then and we could probably most likely have you started within the next day, contingent upon your background. But we can start candidates with a pending background. We do. We
Okay.
can't start candidates while they are waiting for their background to come in.
Okay. Perfect. So if they go online and apply, do you all give them a call that day and start the onboarding process, or how do you go from the application to the
So
onboarding?
what happens is they'll get a call from our virtual recruiters and
Okay.
to set up an interview. And then if we don't get a call, they'll send a text. And then what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll follow back behind them. So it should
Okay.
all happen within the same day.
Okay, perfect. That's really quick and convenient because I know sometimes that's an issue for a lot of people is just how long it takes for them to get through that process,
Yeah.
like the hiring and onboarding process. So that's really good that
Mhm.
you all kind of speed that up a little bit. So that makes it
Yeah.
a lot easier for the applicants. Yes, ma'am. Well, again, Vernisha, thank you so much for your time. This has been very helpful. And, we will share this information out with those that are interested in applying for this job as well. And of course, if I get any questions in regards to this job or the positions, I'll let you know about that as well so we can get that information over to everyone. But thank you so much for
Awesome.
your time. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And maybe we'll have you back for another Workforce Wednesday
Of
session.
course.
Yes,
Of
ma'am.
course. Enjoy your day.
Thank you
Thank
so much
you.
you as well.
Bye bye.